Pre-season is heating up from Bangkok to Melbourne, Austria. United players touched down today morning or afternoon in Melbourne, and they're really going to go ahead and play a game on Friday. And you know, they're playing against the League A side, which goes by names of Melbourne, down in Melbourne in there for you. And when they arrived in there for you, they did nothing less than going in there to go on and train hard in there at the stadium in Melbourne in there for you. So here onto Rokani Media Football. It's not Rokani Media Football. Guys, I'm sorry. I have another sister channel known as Rokani Media Football. If at all you really want to see other stories concerning other teams that are not Manchester United, you can as well go that side and really have a look at it. But it's so much onto my lips, I don't know why. But this is United Matters channel in there for you. So smash the like button, comment and share. United players have really trained in their first session conducted by Erik ten Hag in Melbourne, and they were all smiles and happy after that 4-0 win against a side which goes by names of Liverpool, in a match where Erik ten Hag had lots of positives and lots of mistakes he really saw when United was pressing in there for you. And he said that in such a game, we gave away very many chances. That's why Liverpool really looked so much threatening into the first half. And if they were on target and David De Gea was not on his good day, United would have conceded. So those are some of the mistakes we saw. The press, the way we are pressing was really not impressing according to him. We pressed a lot, but every time they beat the press, we are exposed. Liverpool just hit or could easily reach our defense each and every time they broke through our press. So those are some of the little mistakes that we talked about, and he said that a lot of work to go, and he said he needs in players. Obviously, the players he's needing, United officials have flown from Barcelona to Manchester and now to Amsterdam. They are with the board of Ajax. Personal terms have been agreed with Lisandro Martinez. I've done that video. It's already in there. And now they are really trying to get him Lisandro Martinez. And I know by today or tomorrow, the deal will be done with Lisandro Martinez because personal terms have been agreed. And now United are trying to sit on table with Ajax to agree on what we call a deal. How much do you want? How much do you want as a guaranteed fee? How much do you want as bonuses? But they are saying Ajax are in need of 55 million pounds, 55 million euros, and United had made a bid of 45 million euros plus 5 million add-ons in there for you. So United needs to go on and really add on 5 million euros to get that deal done, and I really believe that they are really going to get him the players he wants in that. If at all they happen to run that deal today night, I think it's going to end today night, and he travels in the night to Manchester. Obviously, the Matoffs of this world and Richard Arnold have a private jet. So what they will do, they'll travel to England with him. He conducts a medical. Then he flies on plane on Thursday evening tomorrow. And he really joins his teammates in Melbourne. And for you, that's what I really believe that is going to happen for a man who goes by the names of Martinez in there for you. De Jong, we are still chasing on it, and United needs really a sitting central midfielder in there for you. Holding midfielder. Like it or not, we need one. If the teams we are competing with, Chelsea have Jorginho, they have Kovacic, they have N'Golo Kante. Spurs have Bentancur, they have Yefis Bissouma. Liverpool have Fernandinho. They have which other player who plays that? Jordan Henderson. Then Man City has Calvin Phillips and Pedri. Then that means we should also be having one to go on and play into that position of the central midfield in there for you. Even if De Jong comes, we need that person play in that side in there for you, because there are games where we're going to need him so much and so much in there for you. So after leaving a side which goes by the names of Bangkok, they arrived in there for you and they took part into their first training session in Melbourne. But before I really take you to what has been the field of play while training, allow me show you how United players and the entire entourage arrived in Melbourne in there for you. That is the manager who goes by names of Erik ten Hag in there for you. Then we have Rafael Varane and Amad Diallo. You see them arriving in Melbourne in there for you. Those are the guys. Then we are having Amad Diallo smiling in there for you. Remember, he was responsible for the assist of the fourth goal that Facundo Pellistri really laid down into the lower bottom corner of the goal of Liverpool. And he slayed it very well. Then we are having Nathan Laird in there for you. Then Malacia, Chongi. And who is this? It looks like it's Scott McTominay in there for you. So those are the guys in there for you as they arrived in there in Melbourne. And let me bring you more as they arrived in there for you. This is Garnacho. You see him very well, the Argentine who really plays great football in there for you, and we expect him to take part into the game, because in the game of Liverpool, he never even appeared on the bench, and I really got to know why the manager went like that, because he had lots of attacking options in there for you, and there is no way he could really have given them a chance. So that's what the manager really had to do into that game of football. Bruno Fernandes, the captain of the day, as we beat a side which goes by the names of Liverpool. He is on the trip, and that's how he really arrived in the for you, dressed into that tracksuit that has Tezos in there for you, representing Manchester United. Then Scott McTominay, all smiles in there for you. This is Anton Martial, that is Eric Bay, this is Tom Hutton in there for you, arriving, and I think the other one is Lindelof. I think it's Lindelof. Yeah, it's Lindelof in there for you, arriving in Melbourne as soon as they touched in there for you, and that's how they really went onto the field of play in there for you. That is Scott McTominay in there for you. So after all that, they really had to go in and go to the hotel room, dress up, and take a shower. And after taking a shower, they really had to go on and report to what we call the training ground in there for you. Let me see. What's the name of the training ground? I really need to go on and see what the name of the training ground is called, because the training update was put up on the website of Manchester United, and they told us that Manchester United pre-season tour has moved on to Melbourne after Tuesday brilliant 4 victory against Liverpool in the for you. Next is a A-League side, Melbourne victory on Friday in there for you. Kickoff takes place in the world-famous Melbourne Cricket Ground in there for you. That's where it's really going to take place, and I think that's where they are training from. That is United in there for you. So, having touched down in Australia tour, they continue to train under the lights at the AMI Park. It's known as the AAMI Park. So that's where the training really took place of United, as they really prepared for that game against Melbourne in there for you. So allow me take you down to Melbourne in there for you. You see how speedy we are. Social media really makes things easy. Now, we are from the studio and now we are in Melbourne. That's how Melbourne was. That is how the AAMI Park looks like. That's the training ground where United really trained from today ahead of that game on Friday in there for you. So let's slide into the photos and see in there for you. That's the big screen. That's the big screen in there for you. The Reds are set to face Melbourne on Friday and Crystal Palace on Tuesday at the MCGM Stadium in there for you. So United is playing 2 games against Crystal Palace and Melbourne here for you. Then Harry Maguire looks like he has returned, because it looked like he really had a very big injury in there for you. He never played into the game of Liverpool, and now he is back. He is back as the captain. He is back, and behind him was Freddie, who really scored a very good dink against a side which goes by names of Liverpool in there for you. Brazilian style. That is what called the Samba style. You saw that goal go over Alisson in there for you. This is James Garner returning. Some good news in there for you. I missed him in the game of Liverpool, because in that second half where they brought in all the youngsters, I would have loved to see James Garner playing alongside Zidane Iqbal. You get? Though the absence of James Garner really brought in a player who goes by the names of Savage in there for you, who really played a very good job into that midfield in there for you. And Robbie Savage, the father, was all smart that finally the Savages have found another footballer, because they had never gotten another one ever since the father, who goes by names of Robbie Savage, was playing for Blackburn Rovers. Very hard tackler in the game of football. That is Robbie Savage, a man who used to get red cards either for you. And for him, coming on the field of play, knowing that he's going to get a red card, wasn't an issue for him, because he was really too rough beyond even the ordinary. If VAR was there by the time, I think in the entire season of 38 games, he would have played only 10. Every 3 games, he would have been sent off. That's it. Missing another 3 in 9. This is Tom Hutton, who came in through the second half. You saw him really went well and really gave United a very big save when Robertson really crossed that ball and chested past, and Darwin Núñez chest passed it and just controlled it very well and then hit it into the goal. But Tom Hutton saved us. You get? This is Matejao Kova from the academy in there for you. He's also on trip. Alex Telles, Diego Dello, and Freddie trying to do a warm-up in there for you. Remember, all these took part into the first game we played against Liverpool in Bangkok. The difference is Freddie and Dalot were among the first team that played the first half, and Telles came in and played as a centre half into that game of United versus the side which goes by the names of Liverpool. But because he never played very well, United have flew in a 19-year-old fish who is a central defender from the academy to go in and join Manchester United as they really work on the Martinez deal to really mature, to see it that he really joins them in the for you. I would like to see him play in that game of Tuesday. I mean Martinez. If at all that deal is done by today night, I think Thursday medical, Friday he flies to Melbourne. I think he can train with the team on Saturday and Sunday and Monday. Then on Tuesday, I would love to see him in that game of Crystal Palace. Sincerely speaking, I would love. I know most of you would love to see him play such that he really gets to this team in the for you and the rest of the people that are at United in the for you. Then let's get to Bruno Fernandes, Captain Fantastic in the for you. I like the way Bruno has changed his game. Yesterday, I never saw him do a blind pass. Did you see Bruno do a blind pass? But in the recent seasons, Bruno could pass aimlessly, lose possession, but his ball distribution was on point. Every time he really had the ball, he really did something productive with it. Though he never got more of the ball from the midfield because Freddie and Scott McTominay failed to link the midfield to the attacking forwards in the for you. But the few balls that he got, he used them very well. It shows you that Ten Hag is doing his job and is going to improve these players. I tell you, every player at Manchester United who is 100% gifted, he's really going to benefit from Erik Ten Hag. Trust me. Because these players have not been improved because they have been lacking a good coach to coach them in there for you. This is Rafael Varane, who played 45 minutes into that central defense of Manchester United alongside Lindelof Victor. They really played very well. They kept a clean sheet and I really like their combination in there for you. And I think that's the best combination I have at Manchester United. Rafael Varane and Eric Bailly, Lindelof, Eric Bailly, those three defenders, when they play together, I'm 100% okay that at least we are not going to go ahead and concede stupid goals. But when Mr. Harry Maguire comes in, oh my God, Mr. Calamity, that's it. That should be his other name. That was not revealed on his passport. I'm joking. Erik Ten Hag, the man of the moment, trying to change everything at Manchester United. We saw videos trending on Twitter of the Ten Hag ball. By the way, when did you last see United put up a couple of touches like those and we reach the 18-yard box area of the opponent and then we just a shot on target? When did you last see it? Indeed, this is the right guy for the job, and we would like to go on and tell the board that thank you for the choice you made, and I think the coming in of Erik Ten Hag should be a beginning of a total change at Manchester United, and obviously changes occurring at Manchester United and very many people are leaving United. And Richard Arnold said, I'm not going to poke my nose in any of the footballing business at Manchester United. My aim is to approve the financial bit of it. You get? So, technical director Motaf is really leading the way in there for you. Scott McTominay, all smiles, a man who really played very poorly yesterday. And if I were to do player ratings, I was going to give him 5 out of 10. Because the only positive I saw him register into this game was that shot he registered, it was poorly taken. And I really thought that would have taken his time and found out Rashford, who was really way on the left, spaced, and I think he would have really passed him in, but he went for a shot in there for you, and that would have been a very beautiful run built by United in there for you because the passes were really on point. So I would like to see United really go ahead and do this. And I know against Melbourne, we're really going to go on and pass a lot and get a lot of domination of the game because the intensity is really going to be so much low in there for you. But against Liverpool, the intensity was so high and the pressure was so high because there is no friendly between Manchester United and Liverpool. Let no one lie to you. There is no friendly between Manchester United and Liverpool because of the rivalry we've had for the last close to 100 years. And that rivalry started way back because Liverpool had a cost and United never had the cost of really bringing in things from different countries. So it's really wrong. If at all you get some time, you should go online and read the battle between Manchester United and Liverpool. It's not because of football. It's because of the geographical positioning of all those cities. Manchester and Liverpool. That's where the beef starts from. Marcus Rashford all smiles, and I saw some bits of Rashford, some glimpses of him on the field of play, but he's still selfish. Trust me, he's still selfish. He's still selfish. I repeat it. That's something he's supposed to improve on if at all he wants to be a very good player. Selfishness won't really see you go anywhere. That's why you saw Martial. Each and every time he got to the ball, he passed it. And when he got his chance, the goal came in through. It's written nowhere in football that every time you really enter the 18 box area of the opponent, you should go on and take a shot. No way. Or you should go on and really sit down a defender. No way. You should go for an easy pass. Because when you go for an easy pass, you give it like Bruno or Martial or Sancho, he will find you. You get? So we need to see him involve himself so much into the build-up play and not going for the hard things like running. No, football is not about running. It's all about the brain. So I really believe that Ten Hag is really going to go on and really help Rashford in there for you to improve his game. That is Ahmad, Chongi, and Hannibal. Hannibal was nowhere to be seen into that game that we played against Liverpool in there for you, but I know he's really going to get some minutes in there for you because he's one of those players I really want to see in there for you. Chongi also never played, but Ahmad really played very well, and he showed us a moment of brilliancy into that fourth goal because in the second half, when they brought him on, the manager told him to play as a number 10. But guess what? Things were not going on well, and they really told Facundo Pellistri that please lead the line, let Ahmad shift to the right side of the midfield. And when he shifted there, he really got us the best out of him. And when Eric Bay really passed through, all broke the press and really sat down Thiago Alcantara. Guys, by the way, when you're coming in the game of football, expect Thiago Alcantara to sit down Eric Bay. But this time round, it was Eric Bay that sat down Thiago Alcantara into that game. He broke the press of Liverpool, played in Facundo Pellistri. Facundo Pellistri played in Ahmad. Ahmad did 1-2 touches and a very good cutting pass or minus to find Facundo Pellistri, and Facundo Pellistri buried that ball into the back of the net in the lower right bottom corner in there for you. So that's how the combination really went in through, and I really believe that if at all you want to get the best out of Ahmad, let's play him off the right wing. I think he can come in, cut in inside very well. He has a quick feet. His flair is really nice, and I really believe that we can really get something great about him. Before we think of bringing in the Anthony's, let's first bring in the central midfielders at United in there for you. Malacia, first signing of Manchester United, Erik ten Hag. He really had a struggling first 12 minutes in the game, but he later grew to the game and really played very well in there for you. And I really believe that in this game against Melbourne, he will go on and really play very, very well. Now, the running drills in there for you. I'm seeing Ginacho, Malacia, Layard, Facundo Pellistri, Ahmad, no, this is Hannibal and Chongi trying to do the sprint and running drills in there for you under the orders of a man who goes by the names of Erik ten Hag. Zidane, man of the moment, and Anton Martial trying to celebrate. I think they had really scored a very good goal in there for you. To me, I'm going to talk this when I'm done through this, because Martial is really a talent. There are players I really put my hand on under Erik ten Hag that they're really going to go on and thrive and really revive their talents either for you. So Martial having scored that third goal because of that press that he really put up on the central defender of Liverpool and really got that ball from him, ran through diagonally to the 18 box area of Liverpool, and then chipped that ball past the goalkeeper of Alisson, of which Alisson is known as one of the best goalkeepers, good at really doing what we call the saves of one-on-one, but Martial beat him with the technique of a chip in there for you. I think Alisson thought that Martial was going to go for the lower ball, then he went for the chip, because I saw him putting his concentration all down, but Martial said, no way, you can't predict me. So I think Martial should go on and really get us some goals in there for you. Then we are having Michel Van de Gaal, Zidane Iqbo, and Anton Martial. You see them, they are smiling there for you. And I think Michel Van de Gaal is really loving what is happening on the field of play and the training either for you. So we are waiting to see how things are really going to go on and thrive for the next level in there for you. But Zidane is a different kind of person altogether. This lad in there, Zidane Iqba. If I told you watch that game of Liverpool, you know what I'm talking about. He's a talent from a different planet altogether in there. This is Garnacho. You get? This is Michel Van de Gaal. This is the assistant coach to the deputy of Erik ten Hag. He was really working with him at Ajax in there for you. That is Anthony Martial in there for you, trying to do some hails in there for you. Ethan Laird, I'm looking forward to see him getting minutes in the game of Friday. He's a very good right back, and I see no reason as to why Aaron Wan-Bissaka is with us. I'm sorry to say this, I might sound rude, but no reason. I think if I told Ethan Laird was in that game of Liverpool, he would have really offered us something better. So no reason to really go on and really waste the time of Aaron Wan-Bissaka. He can't be part of the Erik ten Hag era and ball, because nowhere he fits into the system of Erik ten Hag. But this guy is pretty talented, and he played very well at Swansea and Bournemouth during his spell in the Championship. That is Nathan Laird in there for you. Luke Shaw and Van der Gaar plus Victor Lindelof in there for you, smiling. I cannot predict or really come out and guess what they were smiling at, but it looks like they're enjoying the training session. And by the way, after that big win against Liverpool in there for you, you have to go on and really smile, because between United and Liverpool, there is no friendly. It was a huge match, and Liverpool came in here to come in and win. If they won, they would have been on social media shouting either for you. You get? So the rivalry is really intense, because we have 20 Premier League trophies, Liverpool have 19. So Erik ten Hag comes in a very perfect time to come in and break the dominancy of Liverpool and the team which goes by the names of Man City. Bruno Fernandes celebrating in there for you for the win they had really gotten in there in training, and I think had really scored a very good goal in there for you. But I saw some good improvements into that game of football as United really played Liverpool in there for you. So that is United in there for you, training at the side which goes by the names of AAMI in there for you. That's where the training was taking place, and they are really going to play against Melbourne on Friday, and Crystal Palace on what? That is going to be when? I think on Tuesday in there for you. So those are the two games they're going to play in Austria, and then after they're really going to go in Norway, where they're going to play, I think, Aston Villa and Atletico Madrid. Then they come in at Old Trafford on 31st to play a side which goes by the names of Rival Lucano in there for you. The other photos coming in from the Twitter handle of Manchester United are there. That is the manager Erik ten Hag, the gaffer, who is really so much gives attention to detail every time United plays in there for you. These are the players warming up. I'm seeing Bruno Fernandes, Anton Martial, that is Danny Van Beek, Alex Telles, Diego Dello, Freddy Rodriguez, who else? This is Rafael Varane in there for you, trying to do a warm-up in there for you. Danny Van Beek is in the corner. I think you guys are seeing him. Then Martial fighting for the ball with Facundo Pellistri, with Alex Telles in the mix in there for you. That is United for you. And we have others in here. You have others. This is an aerial view of United really doing that so-called warm-up in Austria at the AAMI Park. AAMI Park. You see, well distributed and trying to train in there for you ahead of their game against a side which goes by the names of Melbourne in there for you. Sprinting in there for you, keeping the blood pumping. That's what they were really doing up. I see Rafael Varane, Scott McTominay, Hannibal, Amad Diallo, Garnacho, Chongi in there for you. That's how the game of football was running in there for you, training in there for you. The pictures are not all that clear, but you have to bear with us because I'm also getting them from the official Twitter handle of Manchester United in there for you. Trying to run their blood off. That's United in there for you. And this one is at least more clear. This is, I think we saw this, Garnacho, Malacia, Layard, Facundo Pellistri, Hannibal, and Chongi doing some good passing in there for you. And thank you guys for watching in. I think that's what we had for you from the United side in there for you. Training down at the side which goes by names of AAMI Park, where United is really going to go ahead and really play two teams in Melbourne. They arrived very well. But what I want to let you know is that I'm so much positive about Erik ten Hag. I'm enjoying everything he's doing on the field of play. Oh my God. What a way to really revive our forgotten victory. I know, even if we don't really go ahead to compete for the trophy, of which it's hard for this season, but we are really going to put up a statement. No team in the top 6 is going to come at Old Trafford and boss us like they did last season. Liverpool beat us 5 goals. Man City 2. And when we went to Man City, they gave us 4. Liverpool gave us 4 at Anfield. So we conceded 9 goals in 2 legs against Liverpool. That's not going to happen again under Erik ten Hag, because he trains these players to go ahead and really put up a force and a press game in, game out, something that was lacking. And now the players of United play knowing that we are playing for the manager and playing for our reputation in there for you. Thank you guys for watching, and feel free to go into the comment section and tell me what you think about the first training session of United in Melbourne. Have you enjoyed it? What have you hated about it? What are your thoughts about the players? And you can as well go in and throw in what you think about our game against Melbourne on Friday. Remember, tomorrow we are coming in with a predicted lineup for Manchester United versus the side which goes against Melbourne, and the breakdown of a team which goes against Manchester United, and who we expect to start, who Erik ten Hag is going to get out of this team according to us, and who is going to include into that starting 11 in there for you. So guys, thank you very much for watching in. You guys are a blessing to me. I really love you a lot, and you're really doing a lot of love to show me love by watching these videos repeatedly and non-stopping. I sign out for now. See you later. Rokan David is my name. United Matters channel is the YouTube channel that you're really watching that you are watching this on in there for you. Then let's get back. We are returning with the live video. We are talking Lisandro Martinez. We are talking De Jong latest update in the next video. This video is going to be up at 9 p.m. That is 21 hours. So expect at 11 hours a live video coming in through talking about United's transfer, and pray to it that we come in when the deal of Lisandro Martinez is done and dusted with a here we go from Fabrizio Romano. As things stand, it shows that it's done and dusted, but I cannot come in here and really give you that news because I want a confirmation from the transfer gurus of this world, David Austin or Fabrizio Romano in there for all Di Marzio from Italy. I'll come in here and say, all right, it's a done deal. You can celebrate, you can dance that we've got in our third signing of the season in there for you. I'm out.